Matt Lenihan Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store, Dave Coldwell. Always a pleasure. But look, GBM show today, but I want to start yesterday. That press conference was explosive. Didn't expect it to go where it did, but look, a brilliant card put on. Riyadh season, Beterbiev, Bivol. We've talked about this a few times, but we're getting ever so close now to seeing it. And what a fight. Just talk to me about how excited you are for what is going to be, I think, one of the best fights of the year. Has to be.
Mate, it's been you know when people have said at the end of the year, what fight do you want to see made? For the last few years, for me, this is the one. Beterbiev versus Bivol. And this is a fight where I've kept swapping and changing. I've always been Bivol, and I thought because Beterbiev's defence wasn't that good, and I thought Bivol outboxes him, and he sharpshoots him. And then Beterbiev's last couple of fights, his defence has got better. Against Riyadh, his defence was really good. And obviously his foot pressure, his foot placement's fantastic. With the hand positioning, which was better, I thought, oh, that's a problem for Bivol. Because Bivol likes to move around. Beterbiev might have slower feet, but his foot position is very, very good. But with the hand positioning being better defensively, and he'll throw to hit anything, arms, shoulders, ribs, hips, whatever. I don't know. So then I swapped over and I was like, I think Beterbiev wins now.
Come on, Dave.
But then Beterbiev gets injury, and it's a knee injury. And at that age, what does that do? What does that have an effect on him? And if it does, then again, Bivol kind of like has the advantage again for me.
I think in this fight, this is one where someone goes, oh, it's the slick movements of Bivol versus the punching power of Beterbiev. And I'm like, actually, it's the educated pressure of Beterbiev to set these big shots up, and Bivol can crack as well, giving half the chance. You don't keep a guy like Canelo Alvarez off you if you aren't sharp enough. Yeah. So this has all the ingredients for me. When I watch this, I'm going to be like, right, there's so much going on. This is
old school great fight, legendary nights. That's what this fight is, and that, you know that because it's so split. You know, people are picking a man, but the educated people that are picking a man are still saying, but I don't really know. Do you know what I mean? And that means it's a great fight. I can't wait. I think it's going to be awesome. It really is.
What are you going for?
I don't know.
Take them splinters out, Dave.
No, but so I keep flip flopping.
If you had to put your money down, this is like life or death.
I'll tell you on fight night. That's when I'll know for definite. Because doesn't matter what I say now. I'll probably change my mind again.
Okay. That's fair. Look, just dissecting the card, though, obviously, explosive press conference. Didn't expect what happened. I know they both come out and made a statement since. Riyadh season's doing its thing. What are you looking forward to on that card aside from the main event, anyway?
Yeah, Riyadh season doing its thing, but don't forget, it doesn't matter how much money you've got, you don't want to lose it all in court.
No, obviously not. But obviously, return of Chris Eubank Jr., Ben Whittaker on the card. I think it's the first female professional boxing fight in Saudi Arabia. I think they had the MMA out there, Clarissa Shields, I believe. So, tip my hat off to her. A lot of good things happening. Isn't there? Jack Massiopataya. Jack's game, so he'll have a go, kind of thing. I think that's a terrific fight as well.
Yeah, and he's a big lump as well. It's a really good fight. Great opportunity for him. Ben Whittaker, Liam Cameron. Listen, Liam's had a shit run of luck for years. You know, we know his story. You know how he's looking around at everybody else and saying, "What? How is this happening to me?" Now he's come through that. Now I love the fact he's got this opportunity. You know, this is going to change his life. It's going to set him up. Things going to help him. You know, outside the ring, but also in the ring, it gives him a great opportunity. And he's a good fighter. He's an experienced fighter. He's a former champion. He's a big lump. He's got a good jab. His fundamentals are very, very good. And he'll have this heart desire like nobody at Ben Whittaker's ever fought. And the pulling back and this might actually get caught out in this fight. Now, I'm not saying that Liam will knock him out, but he may do, and he may grind him down. And, you know, if Liam's got if his feet are sharp enough to catch him and then close the range and not allow Ben to regain his balance and at distance, then Liam's got a really good chance in this fight. It's a good fight, and I'm glad Ben's got a fight like this because I love his showboating. I'm not like, again, you know, people are adverse to it. I'm not. I love his showboating. I love his charisma. I just want to see him do it when he's in against real opposition. And then if he does it against real opposition, then fair enough. Because Naz did it at lower level. When Naz was in his second fight, I think it was Andrew Bloomer, he was taking piss out of him. You know, against Ricky Beard, he was taking piss out of him on his debut. You know, but Naz carried it on going throughout the levels. That's when you know, there you go, right? If Ben's going to do that, then he's got to do it as he steps up the levels. So we'll see.
I know you spoke to Lewis earlier on the week, obviously a reaction to Anthony Joshua's defeat to Dubois. Since then, I believe Joshua came out and did a video and said, look, I'm far from done. What's your thoughts on him sort of dismissing the whole retiring? Because he's done a lot in the sport. If he only his gloves up a few fights ago, I don't think anyone could say much about his legacy in terms of what he's done. He still wants to be 3-time world champion. There's the Fury Usyk fight in December, which I think everyone will be advising him, please just wait. Just wait and see what happens, but then maybe you get the winner regardless kind of thing. It's hard because only he can make the choice, but outside looking in, what do you think could be next and the decision to fight on?
So, you know, if we ever just look across the street and you look at MMA and big name fighters get beat, get knocked out, tap out, whatever, right? Nobody really blinks about it. It's like, oh, when are they going to fight again? There you go, they come back, they fight again. Nobody really cares. But in boxing, it's like, oh, it's
different, isn't it?
Yeah, you get beat, and then you get this. Somebody pissed me off in a gym today. Not in my gym, a gym that I train at, and come over like, oh, what happened to him the other day? I was like, what? Joshua, fucking clown, mate. He's a clown. He's never been any good. And I'm like, what? You've got people that have never been punched in the head calling somebody who forget the fact that he's a 2-time heavyweight champion, forget the fact that he won Olympics. He's fought good men in his career, right? He has fought good men. People like to dismiss him and say, oh, he was shit. No, he's fought good men, right? I don't care whether Fury beat him first. He fought Klitschko, right? Klitschko wasn't a done fighter, and AJ wasn't a complete article, right? It was still coming through. He's fought good men. Pulev, Povetkin, Dillian White, Parker. Do you know what I mean? He's fought good men. And he's fought Usyk twice. Got beat twice. But the second fight looked better than the first fight. He's still developing, still getting better. And then he's got fucking poleaxed by someone who can punch. Right? And this is what pisses me off. If he was Chinny, the first right hand, he wouldn't have got up from, because that was big. But then after that, he got nailed with a left up. When he's got his hands here like that, and Dubois catching a couple on the gloves, Dubois comes straight through with a right up. He got hit a lot. Before he got done, and he couldn't get up, where he still tried to get up. So he's far from a clown. Whatever your opinion, and there's so much on social media where people just dismiss, not just AJ, any fighter that
it seems to be boxing more than anything.
People just want to tarnish everything in history, what they've done, the shit because they got knocked out. Well, do you know what Daniel Dubois' reputation is? Everybody said, oh, listen, you might have picked AJ. I picked AJ, but everybody knew that Dubois can punch like fuck. Everybody knew that he's got a great jab, that everybody that's been in with him and sparred or fought says it's like getting hit with a right hand, right? So the effects that it had on AJ, it is what it is, you know?
And everyone who were picking Joshua with a sensible head on, like maybe yourself, like me, someone asked me about it, and I don't give the prediction, but I said for the big fight experience, I would edge it towards AJ because the pressure. Don't get me wrong, Dubois done it in Poland, but I think Wembley's different, and I think it is walking into Joshua's home, his lion's den, so to speak.
Good for AJ. We all know that it's always going to be good because of what he brings into the table, and the thing is, it's like Daniel, as you can only go on what you see and what history says. We've seen Daniel fold mentally, right? Then you've seen his last 2 fights where, mate, this guy's switched on now. But then you think, oh, do you know what though? When the pressure's on, he walks out and see that. Maybe it has an effect on him. As soon as I saw him walk out, I thought, oh shit.
On it.
And I promise you, right there, I thought, Dubois is going to do it. Because I said it to my wife. I was like, I think Dubois is going to do it. And I thought, but I don't like making my mind up on a ring walk. Do you know what I mean? I've seen fighters coming out looking like they're and then been brilliant. So it doesn't mean anything, but it just made me think, wow, because I was really taken back by it. His whole ring entrance were brilliant, everything, and he come out like that's him. I just think it's a fantastic achievement. I think how he's turned himself around and shown that you can overcome those mental demons. And he is dangerous. He's always been dangerous, but now he's got that mental fortitude with him as well.
I think that's what I said. I said, look, I would slightly favour you to that, but I said it will not surprise me at all if Dubois wins, respectfully.
The only thing that I said going in that would surprise me is if it went points.
Yeah, I think everyone thought.
It's not a shock that Dubois won. It's not like when Andy Ruiz did him, and it's like, whoa! It was like, shit. Do you know what was shocking? How it was done. Like, it was a mauling. It was like
it was brutal, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just like actually just got beat up and mauled. That was what was shocking. Not the result.
Well, look, we look forward to seeing what Daniel's going to do next. I think there's still big fights out there for both of them. We've got Usyk Fury coming in December. We're definitely going to catch up before then anyway, so we'll do that then. Appreciate your time as always. Catch up soon.
Cheers. Nice one, mate.